Hello everyone, welcome to Pure Sims Fashion Channel. Today I want to quickly take you through the process of making an invisible side pocket for a kaftan. Now this process is actually very simple. This is a requested video. One of my viewers requested for it, so I decided to do it. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe and Biko, please subscribe. It does not cost anything, it is free of charge. Leave a thumbs up on the video and comment. If you have anything to say, just let us know, and if there is something we can do better, let us know. Also remember to share our video with your friends so that a lot of people can benefit. This is the piece I want to use for the side pocket of my kaftan. So this piece is about 6 inches wide, that is on fold, right? It's folded into 6 inches, that means it's 12 inches in total. Now you can make your own wider than this. This is what I want to use because I just feel that this the sewing allowance on the side of the kaftan will also add to it. Okay, so now what I went ahead to do is to stitch both end and to weave. I want to weave both end of the pocket piece, this place and this place. Okay, but I did not weave the sides yet. And the reason why I did not weave the side yet is because personally I used to sew my kaftan, I used to join it before weaving the allowance, because I don't want, most of the time the weaving used to affect measurement, so I don't want it to affect my measurement for the kaftan. But I don't do that for the trouser anyway. I weave the trousers first because the sewing allowance on trouser is usually smaller. Okay, it will become difficult to weave, but with this one I used to sew my kaftan first. So what you go ahead to do now is to stitch your kaftan, then you leave the desired opening for the pocket mouth, for the side pocket mouth, just like you do for the visible one you used to do before. So I stitched to the point where the opening is going to start, and then I stopped stitching and moved down to where the opening is going to end, and I stitched down to where my side slit is going to start. Okay, so after you've done this, then the next thing you are going to do is to first of all iron the seam open. Okay, so we are going to iron the seam open. So you lay it on the side like this and iron this allowance open. You iron it open like this. So while ironing it open, you ensure that the measurement, that is the allowance, is equal, so that this pocket opening will not just open mouth down, you understand, so that it will rhyme with the remaining part of the fabric. Okay, and you repeat the same process for the other side of the kaftan. So now this is the point where the pocket opening starts. Okay, the side pocket opening. All right, so just 0.5 inches, 0.5 inch or 1 inch before that is where this side piece for the pocket is going to start as well. Okay, so this is the right side of the inner piece for the side pocket. You ensure that right side is facing the fabric, because that is the part that we show if someone wants to put his hand in the pocket. All right, so once you do that, you will also notice that I've already iron this thing into 2 equal halves, so that there is a line in between at the exact middle. So that line is important. Just ensure that you do that. That line is important. You will know why it's important very soon. All right. So we are going to go ahead. This is the right side. It's going to be facing the fabric. So this part is this side will cover the opening like this and come to the and come and align with the sewing allowance on this side. Okay, I hope you can see what I'm doing. Ensure that it's like 0.5 inch higher than the pocket opening. Okay, so you see it like this down. So this thing, the total length of this thing will be how deep you want the pocket will be, plus the plus enough fabric to cover the pocket hole. So for example, for this particular kaftan that me I'm making, the opening on this side pocket is 6.5 inches wide, right? So, and I want the pocket depth to be like 7 inches. Okay, so 7 plus 6.5, that is, I think, 13.5, right? All right, so that means first I need 13.5 inches fabric to cover this thing and to give me 7 inches depth. Okay, so I will now add sewing allowance to it. So I added a total of 1.5 inches as sewing allowance. So I cut out 15 inches in total. So you can see that this is 15 inches wide. So that means I now have enough fabric for allowance and sewing. So now I make sure this thing starts about 0.5 or 0.75 inches before the opening of the pocket. Okay, and I align the side, this one side of this pocket with this side of the fabric, as you can see. So the next thing we will do is that, okay, let me use a pin to hold it because I don't want to be moving the camera around. If not, I'm supposed to take you to the sewing machine. So I'm going to use pin to hold it to show you how it's going to be before I go and sew it. Okay, so you can see I went ahead to use pin to hold this place down. Notice that the pin is not attaching it to the main border, so it's only the sewing allowance that is inside that this thing is going to be. So as it is now, we are going to go and sew it like that. So you don't need to make it wide. You just need, depending on your sewing allowance. For me now, I have a sewing allowance. I have an allowance of like 1 inch for this fabric. So the total of what I'm going to take here now is going to be about 0.25 or 0.35 inches. That is the allowance I'm going to use to attach this pocket piece to this sewing allowance, so that the thing will not show in the when the person tries to put his hand in his pocket. Okay, so this side is done. Now you will move this entire pocket piece to this side, okay, exposing this pocket opening, right, and then bring the other end of the other side of the pocket piece to this sewing allowance that is on this side too. You make sure that the end of this pocket piece aligns. Okay, see, is aligning. All right, so you now align the side of the pocket piece to the sewing allowance. All right, so I will hold it with pin too. Okay, so as you can see, I went ahead to attach it to with pin. So now you see that the let me just raise it up. This is the pocket piece now. So you see that this side is free here. Okay, so this side has been attached to this, to one side, and the other side of it is being attached to the other side, so that the closed part is falling in the center, and the line, the center line also is falling in the center. So Now I will take this to the sewing machine and just stitch straight down like this on both ends. So you repeat this exact same process for the other side of the fabric too, of the bodice too. Okay. So I went ahead to attach it, right? So just like I said, the essence of just using the pin to hold it is to show you how you are going to stitch it, because I don't want to be moving the camera around. So now the side pocket has been attached to the side, to the allowance of the bodice of the kaftan. Okay, so that is one step. Okay, so the next step now is that, like I told you, I don't used to weave my kaftan until I have made it. So now we are now at the stage of weaving the kaftan, because now I have attached the side pocket to it. So I'm now going to weave the sides of the. You can weave it separately. Okay, you can weave, just when I decided to weave these edges alone, you can decide to weave this pocket piece round, and then you weave your kaftan to the edges. If you have done that, you just need to go ahead with the next step. But for me, that I've not yet done the side weaving, I will go and do that first. After weaving it, this is what you are going to do. Okay, you see this center line that I told you to indicate the other time, to iron it and ensure that you have a center line. You are going to align this center line with this center of this allowance. That is the place that the two sides of the kaftan join together. You will align this center line with it. Okay, on both ends. You will ensure that it lays flat by pulling out all the excess that might be folding in. All right. Actually, the easier way to do this stuff is that when you are joining the side of your kaftan, once you reach the place that you want to use as a pocket opening, you use a gather stitch to hold it together. Gather stitch, you understand, that is wide stitches to hold it together, so that it will be easier for you to open it later. But the reason why I did not do it is that, there are some fabrics that once needle puncture it, the hole does not disappear even when you iron it. So I don't want that hole showing on my fabric. That's why I did not do that for this. All right, so once you align the center line with the center of the joining of the fabric like this, all right, the next thing we are going to do now is to go and stitch. Let me hold it with pin again, so that I will use that to explain to you. Since I won't be moving the camera to the sewing machine, it's only fair for me to show you how you will do it, in case. Okay, so you see, I went ahead to fix the needles. Okay, so I'm now holding it together, but notice that I'm not holding it to the main fabric, all right, as into the main bodice. So this is it now. So what you're now going to do is that you are going to take this to the sewing machine. I hope you can see. I'm trying to bring it close to the camera so that you can see. So you will stitch from here. This is the opening of the pocket. Okay, right? So depending on the allowance you left here, so you are going to stitch, making sure that you do not exceed the opening of the pocket, right? So you are going to stitch from this end and stop here, where this center stitch is. All right, just very tiny little before that center stitch. All right, then you do that for this down part too. You stitch from this place, from the beginning here, and stop at this center here. Then you turn it to the other side, okay, and repeat the same process from the side to the center, or from the center to this side, and the same thing from here to here. So that means you are done with this. So you repeat the same process for the other pockets too. So that is how to do it. I will go and do that and come back, then I will show you the next step to follow. So as you can see, I went ahead to join it, just like I said. If you look closely, you will see the stitch, right? I stitched from, let me turn it to this side. So I stitched from here and I stopped here just before this center line, the initial joining. Okay, I did that all through, like the same thing I did there, I repeated it here again, and I did the same thing for the other side. So this same process I repeated it for this other side pocket too, and this is the result we have now. Let me turn this to the right side. Okay, this is what we have now. You can see that there is no stitch. Sorry, the thing is not doing well because I did not turn it completely. All right, so okay, here it is now. You can see that there is no stitch at all in front, outside. So we are not yet done. Now we are going to go to the final step of the whole process now. So still on the wrong side. Majorly, if you want to stop here, you are free to do so. You can just go ahead and finish your kaftan and stuff. But personally, you see, if you look at the right side, okay, this crisp line that is supposed to be showing here, this crisp line, crisp, don't mind my English no be my first language, you know. I be Yoruba Peking, no verse. Okay, so this crisp line that is supposed to be showing is not well defined. It's not sharp enough. Sure, you get. The thing is, it can easily get rumpled or something. So I want it to stay in place. Normally, most people might probably stop here like this, like you are good to go like this. Just go and finish your kaftan and you are good to go. But I like to go one step further. All right, so now after laying your kaftan properly like this, we'll go ahead and iron our seam open. We'll give it a good ironing all the way, opening the seam, right? Okay, so now that I have ironed this part, I'm going to open it up like this. Please, I want you to note something. When you are ironing, you know that you attached this inner pocket to this allowance that is inside. Okay, so the direction that the allowance of even the pocket and everything is going to face has to align with the direction that the main allowance of the fabric is facing. So this is what I mean. Look, from up here, this allowance is facing this direction, not this direction. Okay, is like this. So that means if you look at the work I did here, the allowance, even after joining the inner pocket to it, is still facing that same direction so that it will lay properly. All right, so the same thing for this other side is facing the direction of the main allowance that is coming from up. So after ironing it open like this, everything is laid flat. You now open this one side carefully like this, and then you lace it with hemming gum from top, that is from up here, the beginning of where the not where the pocket opening starts, so where the fabric, the inner fabric you are using for the pocket piece, where it starts from, or even like half an inch above it. So you apply the hemming gum from that place all the way down. We will do the same, we will repeat the same process for the other side. Okay, so since that is done now, we now go ahead to iron it down so that the gum can actually hold the clothes, the allowance to the borders. All right, so I'll go ahead to do that now. So as seen now, I have ironed this place down. Now the hemming gum is now holding the borders and the allowance together. So you will have to repeat this same process for the other pocket too. That is the other side of the kaftan. So I will go ahead and do that later, alright? But to just bring this tutorial to a close, let me show you the finished side. Okay, so turning it to the right side, this is how it looks. Okay, I hope you can see it clearly, right? Look at this, is these lines now, the edges of this pocket opening are now well defined, they are now in place. Okay, and it's very neat and beautiful. There is no stitch anywhere outside, all is internal. Okay, now you can put whatever you want inside. It functions perfectly. I've been using this for my clients for I think 2 years now or so, and I've never had any complaint. So I hope you enjoyed the video and you find it useful. So as it is now, you can just go ahead to finish the down part of your clothes and stitch the down parts and everything, and you are done. So thank you for staying with us all through the video. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe if you have not. Remember to leave a thumbs up on the video so that other people can benefit. You know how this YouTube algorithm, or what do they call it, works. Leave your comments too. Share the video with your friends. Till we see you again in our next tutorial. Bye.